Okay, backstory to this film. How did you get the idea?
Okay, I owe all that to Ned Okorafor, who is the author. She wrote the original short story called Hello Moto, and I've been a huge fan of her work for quite some time. And ever since I decided that I was going to create something along the lines of Afrofuturism or African science fiction, I always lean towards, her type of stories because they, appeal to my aesthetic.
And just explain it to us. What's the storyline, first of all? A brief idea on the plot. What's the plot?
Okay, it's essentially about three women who are scientist witches, and they create, through a potent combination of juju and technology, they create wigs that grant them supernatural powers. But like with everything in life, pretty much once there's so much power, it becomes difficult to control.
And
so,
is it set in present day Nigeria or what?
It's kind of like fluid in that sense, at least with the film. But the original story was set in early 2000s, at the height of, Boko Haram and all those riots in northern Nigeria.
And I've got to wonder why. So it's opening in London today. I wonder how was it done in Nigeria?
When was it done?
How?
Okay.
How was it done?
Okay. Well, how was it done? We just we decided that we were going to do it. I read the original story.
Has it received any sort of response, any sort of reviews?
Okay, no, we haven't showed it anywhere in Nigeria, but okay. It had its world premiere at the International Short Film Festival Oberhausen in Germany.
Right.
And then after that, had a showing at Croatia at the Tabo Film Festival. And next weekend, it will be showing at the Fantasia Film Festival in Canada. So this is actually the first screening in the UK.
And it's interesting that your early inspiration comes from Western fantasy. I wonder, how much of day-to-day life in Nigeria do you co-opt into your work? How important is it for you to be able to do that?
Well, actually, a lot of my work is hugely influenced more by, African storytelling than Western. I mean, of course, everybody pretty much grew up watching Western films, from America, European cinema and stuff like that. So, that influence will always be there. But I've always been of the opinion that, African storytelling has yet to mature. We haven't really reached our full potential yet. So if we are to dabble into genre filmmaking, we should explore those stories that are unique to, especially in my scenario, unique to Nigeria. So with a film like Hello Moto or Hello Rain, it was very easy for me to gravitate towards telling a story that was grounded in the political landscape as well as, issues, affecting, Africans.
It's really interesting that, you have decided, this film, this is Ojuju, which is the other film that you did in 2014.
Yes.
Was a zombie thriller.
Yeah.
And that you made with almost no money.
Yes, no money at all.
No money at all. And have things gotten easier? Do you have a bit of money to work with now?
Well, it is easier, but not significantly easier. I think, being in Nigeria, you face a lot of challenges if you decide...
Like what?
Because I'm a genre filmmaker. I'm a filmmaker who makes genre films. And genre filmmaking hasn't really been embraced fully in Nigeria.
So despite this huge Nollywood presence, the fact that Nollywood, the Nigerian version of Hollywood, is huge, genre films still haven't broken through.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. When you think of Nollywood, you think of a certain kind of film. When you say Nollywood, you think of a certain kind of film, either in the drama or in the romance or, comedy type of genre, but not necessarily the exploration of genre filmmaking. So that hasn't been, been embraced fully, even in the distribution of it.
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
I think, the people in power, the powers that be in the distribution, gates.
They're afraid to step outside their comfort zone.
Yeah, it's just, and I don't know if I'll blame them because it's also like a business decision, but I think,
because there's no demand?
I believe there's a demand because if you think about it, all the Western shows that are genre-based, are all huge in Nigeria. We just haven't seen it told from our perspective.
Is it a case of people just not believing in their own products, like is the case in many
countries? Yeah, definitely, I would say so.
Yeah. And might that be because the quality isn't great? Because films without budget.
That is also a huge factor. The quality is a huge factor, but also the lack of just a stimulating environment. It's mostly about that. more than anything else.
Just very quickly, do you believe in it?
Do I believe?
Do you believe it? Do you believe in the supernatural yourself? I mean, you like making films about it. Do you believe in some of it?
Yeah, I do believe in some of it. It's kind of hard not to believe in some of it if you come from Nigeria.
Because we're gonna have to leave it there. But yeah, we're gonna wish you lots of luck for the premiere tonight.
Thank you very much.
Here in London.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. I really will look for it and go watch it.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to talk to you, CJ. CJ is a filmmaker from Nigeria. This is Newsday. News is up next.